Hi besties, this is just a starting point. I've come on today, still excuse my voice, still a bit ropey, but is getting better. Now developed a cough, I think I might have had slight laryngitis, but I'm not sure. Anyway, you know that I was talking to you prior to this about doing some upcycling of a bookcase given to me by my friend next door, Jane, and also a what I call an occasional table that was my sister's. So anyway, I thought I'd come in and show you now that I've finished them. Keeping in mind that this is my first time, but here we go. Right, well you can see the flickering from the light. I apologise. With it out you won't see, and with it on it seems to be flickering, and I apologise for that. But anyway, here we go. This is the table which I believe I showed you before I finished. Right, first of all, I put 2 or 3 coats of white paint onto it. 2 or 3 coats of white. Then I went over it with 2 coats of a very pale grey. In this light it looks white, but it isn't. It's white and grey, and yes, it does look streaked, and that's because it's how I wanted it. I have since distressed it on any outward corners. And as I said to you before, any chips, cracks or splits in the wood, I didn't want to fill them. I wanted it to tell a tale because it had been my sister's and she had used it for years. And there is a mark here that I haven't taken out. I've just painted over it and I've distressed it, as you can see. And on the top, my daughter gave me a lovely roll of grey and white, or silver and white and grey wallpaper. So that's what I've used to cover it. I painted the top and then underneath glued and stuck this on. I haven't gone to what I suppose you call the beveled edge. I wanted that the grey and then this on the top. So that's what it looks like now that one's finished. I went over it again with a coat of glue to give it a bit of a... I'm not going to stand anything wet on it, I'm not going to stand hot drinks on it. I'm basically just going to stand, which I will show you another time. I have a box, and within that box is a kitchen. I know. It was what happened, as you know, I have a very large doll's house, and some people really kindly gave me their odds and ends. When I finished my doll's house, I'd got enough to start kitting out the kitchen. So I bought just the box, like a singular room, painted it out, decorated it around, and then I put the stuff in it. I didn't want to throw it away. I wanted to use it. They were given to me to be used, and that's what I did. So that's the table, which will go back up in my bedroom. And then the other thing, which you know, was the bookcase, and here it is finished. So what did I do? My next door neighbour had already taken all the shelves out, so they were out and ready. I painted the insides, top, down, bottom and the back with ordinary white matte emulsion. Went over it a few times, not so much on the sides because I didn't care about it, I wanted to look a bit rusticy. Then, when I'd painted all the inside and gone round it on the outside, leaving it with some of the colour coming through, I did the top just to give it a bit of a different finish with chalk paint. I have ordered some toughened glass to go on the top to fit it, hopefully exactly. Don't know how much it's going to be yet, so that is a thing. I did think of perspex, but at the moment you cannot get perspex for love nor money because obviously it's been used in a lot hospitals, cafes and everything for making up separators for the COVID thing at the minute, so you can't get it. It's very difficult to get out. And then what I did was I painted the shelves, leaving the outside pretty rustic, and then I bought myself some lovely wallpaper, 1 roll of wallpaper, which was about £7. Got it on eBay. And then I put the matching on the back and on the shelves. And the reason this is here is because I wanted it there, just to break up the long lines. I wanted it black. I thought about putting the black at the back, but then I thought, no, I'm going to leave it because most of it's going to be covered. I left the lower one blank white. I've done a little bit of chip-ins and all that on it because I said I want it to show that it's an old piece of furniture and it's been around. I don't want it gleamy, shiny. That's the way I like it. I have to say at the moment, I'm not going to lie, there's a young lady and her family on YouTube. Her name is Stephanie Jarvis, and she shows off her most beautiful chateau. And I'm going to murder the name of it. Chateau d'Alalande, if I'm incorrect in the way I say it. Please excuse me, Stephanie, if you ever see this. But she is the one that's got me into this beautiful wallpaper. I've bought samples of it as well, just purely to look at. The wallpapers are absolutely wonderful. I can't say this. I think it is spelled T-O-I-L-E. Is that toile? French wallpaper. Love it. And each of the wallpapers seem to have a different story on. I'm not saying this one will, because this is probably a British knockoff. Sorry, but that's it. So yeah, so this is going to go in my bedroom, and I'm going to put on it some of my bits and pieces for my reborn dolls, which you know I love. And that's what that is for, and that's what I wanted one. I was going to buy a new one. When I was offered this, I went, no way, I'm going to do that up myself. You know, the wallpaper, next to nothing, what, £7 at most for old wallpaper, the paint we already had, brushes and everything, and sponges we already had, sandpaper we already had. I had to buy a very small tin of chalk paint, I don't know, £10, and that lasts for many more things. If somebody else, one of the other kids goes, oh, I'm going to do this, they can use it. So, you know, I am pleased with them. I'm not saying they're perfection. I'm saying that I'm pleased with my first craft chance at doing this kind of thing, upcycling. So anyway, so now you know what my tomorrow will entail. My tomorrow will entail moving all the bits around in my bedroom at the end where the reborns live and putting these back in place. So yeah, a shout out to Stephanie Jarvis on her wonderful Chateau d'Alalande. Go on, check it out. She doesn't know I'm doing this, but I enjoy every minute of it, and it's really opened my eyes to some of the most beautiful things that she's shown. Please go on and have a look. But anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to you all, and I will be back soon. In the next couple of days, I've got some more artwork I want to show you, and I've bought a few more odd, what they call vintage jewellery, which I also would like to show to you. But anyway, I'm going to go now. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of a Sunday and enjoy your week. Love you all. Bye. Bye, besties.